Look like the truth about to come out next week, y'all. Look like the truth about to come out. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review of Life with Chess for Tyler Perry's Zatima Season 3, Episode 4. Okay, y'all. So first thing first, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Look, by the time I got to the end of the episode, I was like, wait a minute, that's it? I said, that's it? Look like this gonna be a whole thing circling around Zach finding out the truth. But look like he has on the same outfit where he's asking her if Jeremiah hit her or whatever. But I said, well, technically he didn't hit her. And we found that out, I think, the last episode before this, episode 3. But okay. On this episode, they start off with Angela, Bryce done went crashed his doggone car up into another car. But Angela and Sean ended up getting Bryce out the car before it blew up. She kept telling him, she was like, it's smoke. Don't you see the smoke? This gas or whatever, it's going to blow. Basically, it blew up. It blew up or whatever. I said, they got him out just in time. They got him out just in time. But I said, Bryce was about to be a goner. He was definitely about to be a goner. Zach ends up saying how he never wants to be in that situation again. When he was living with Karen and you basically relying on her, and she kept nagging and talking about he didn't have this and the whole sister circle. And I said, again with the sister circle. Now y'all acting like y'all didn't just encourage this man, not this man, encourage Fatima to be a part of the sister circle or whatever. Then he brings up Angela or whatever. She was saying how she's with him, whether he broke, whether he has money. She's not like that or whatever. But I said, right. But she ends up saying, she bet Karen wishes she regrets how she acted or whatever. And I said, they be very careful with what they say. I've been waiting on them to mention something about the baby, Karen and his baby or something. They be making sure they don't slip up and say nothing. Because I'm like, okay, because, we don't know up on sisters that she's pregnant yet. We don't know that. So I was like, yeah, they be careful. But she ends up telling him she wants him to tell Bryce about the money. He's still not trying to tell. They had their phones off. They made sure to clarify that they had their phones off, so they don't know that Bryce is currently in the hospital because he running around crashing cars and took cars and stuff. Then Angela over here, look, we gonna talk about it though. Nate and Belinda. I said, so that's what they be talking about when they be over here talking about. So what they said, they like when you name call and stuff. That's what they be talking about now. I said, they funny, they crazy. But look, she gonna keep them out. I said, see, folks be over here ruining what they got going on at home for stuff like this. She over here, she claims that she trying to save their friendship. I said, she trying to score points with Zach, ain't she? She trying to score points. That's what she trying to do. Because then she went to the hospital. The first thing out her mouth was, did you call Zach? Why? Now, I understand because that is his business partner or whatever they was, friends before he went around kissing folks and stuff. But the first thing out your mouth is, did you call Zach? I said, lady, give it up. Y'all did what y'all did. It's over with. Now I understand because they say don't run around doing this stuff because you ain't know what soul ties or whatever. So she obviously has a soul tie or she just was not hers. Either way. Either way. But yeah, she claims she trying to save their friendship. And Angela ends up calling her. I think she called her after she tried to call Fatima because Fatima's phone was off. And she was like calling her to tell about Bryce. She's talking about who is Bryce. And then when she got her phone, she said, I hope that ain't the person who like the guy that likes guys or whatever. It's dang what she said, but can't say that word. I probably wouldn't say it anyways. But and I think it was when she got to the hospital, she was talking to her, and the first thing out her mouth was, did you call Zach? And Angela ends up telling her, you always worried about Zach. And I said, that's what I'm saying, Angela. That's exactly what I'm saying. She trying to score points, trying to make it seem like, look, I care, or either apologize or make it seem like she's remorseful for her actions. But we'll see. They go to the scene with Zach on the phone, and I guess that was the scene where his check cleared. Zach ends up asking Preston how much money he make, and he didn't tell. He just said he does well. He does well. So he must sell stuff on the farm or whatever. He must sell like the products and stuff. But like I said, not too much happened. I didn't even get that many notes, y'all. But I feel like with that scene where he was questioning him about how much money he make, it was like they kind of slid in, what they say all the time about how just because you got money doesn't mean you have to look like you have money. Because people assume if you don't have on the chains or the flashy jewelry or the purses or whatever, that you must don't have it or whatever. But that's not the case. I think they slid that in there real nicely or whatever. Because then Preston started talking about it. He started talking about it or whatever. But what you choose to do with your money is what you choose to do with your money. That's what people got to understand. Mind the business. That's your business. What they got going on shouldn't have nothing to do with you. But yeah, I like seeing Preston on here. I'm glad that he's investing. What else? Deja comes in. I was shocked to hear that because I thought she was dropping it. Should have known though. Should have known they had to fit her in there some type of way. But she was walking by or whatever. She heard them talking about money. Then somebody who got some money or whatever. She ends up revealing that she's still pursuing the case against Fatima. And I said, I thought she dropped it. Because Fatima said she was gonna hire somebody or something and basically prove that she do that all the time. So she still claiming that she doing it. And I said, oh Lord, here we go. That's probably gonna be mentioned in the second half of this season if she actually is pursuing it, because she could have just been saying it. She could have just been saying it or whatever. But she was like, she visiting her lawyer. She's still trying to pursue the case or whatever. And I said, I know she got a history of it. I know she got a history of it. Just like on Sisters that hated, I know he got a history of over here harassing people too. They could have went with that storyline. But yeah, Zach ends up, because Preston gonna go, Preston wants some of him Deja. Lord Jesus. Preston wants some Deja, obviously. Zach ends up telling him, I see that looking at you. I don't do it. She gonna take your money or whatever, and she gonna do this and that. He said, you think I'm stupid? Zach shook his head yes, but he was like, no. He supposed to be at a house. I don't know why. But I feel like if they take it there, they could actually be a couple, Preston and Deja. Now, I ain't saying I want them to be a couple, but y'all know we've seen shows and stories where the person like Deja, who run around using people for money or whatever, ends up with somebody like Preston, and she ends up changing her life or whatever. But we'll see. We know that Deja's money hungry, but you never know. We'll wait to see or whatever. Like I said, Zach warns Preston about Deja. Nate still wants to tell Zach the truth, so he ends up asking Tyrone his opinion, but they don't say no names. But obviously, they knew or whatever. Tyrone said if a man hit his girl and no one told him, they have a problem. And Tony ends up, saying, like, what he failed to tell you is that our friend has a record. And Tyrone's like, yeah, I wouldn't tell either. I said, look, I'm confused. This whole first half of the whole season gonna be about Zach, going to look for Jeremiah. He ends up beating Jeremiah. He ends up getting arrested for whatever. I think they said they was arresting him for murder, though. So they're trying to say that Zach, the one who murdered whoever the man's supposed to be or whatever. Look, they just threw that up in there. I'm like, because, they said they had posted before some behind the scenes photos with Tony and Connie's daughter or whatever, their daughter. So I was like, okay, when does that come into play? I thought that's what Zach was gonna find out about first, and that's why he was gonna be confronting Tony. But no, it looked like he about to find out because they gonna have on the same clothes that they had where he's asking Fatima if his brother hit her or whatever. But yeah, Tyrone says if a man hit his girl, no one told, they have a problem. But then he changed it because they mentioned that he has a record. And I said, yeah, Zach definitely gonna be mad. Fatima ends up wanting to make sure that Jeremiah doesn't say anything, so she was talking to Connie or whatever. Then she knows that Zach is there. I said, that's where they gonna be at. I was wondering where they gonna be at. So I wonder if, because I remember seeing, I think Belinda was in the background. I don't know if Angela was, because Angela at the hospital right now. I think I seen Nate there. I think Connie was standing up there, and I think Belinda was standing up there. I don't know. Look, it went so fast, but I don't know. But she was talking to Connie, and that's when she seen, I think Connie warned her, like, he be on this stuff. You could tell him right now not to say anything. She said she'll try, but Zach was already there, and he was asking what she was doing there. I said, finna come up with some type of lie, and that's when Nate probably gonna be the one to tell. Nate or Belinda or somebody gonna end up telling him, and that's when he gonna ask her. But we'll see. Let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, do take care of the rest of the day and be safe.